morning.
네, 자, 발사 준비.
여보세요?
America's CIA searches for the most professional assassinator to bring down the world's most dangerous political leader, Kim Jong-un. In North Korea, we can see a girl giving out a hate speech on America in the presence of so many people. In a follow-up of her speech, we can see a massive nuke launch that goes off behind her. As a result of this nuke launch, different news outlets began carrying the story of how the hostile nation, North Korea, and its modern-day Hitler were bound on making the West miserable. Meet Dave Skylark, the host of a popular TV show, Skylark Tonight. Today he is joined by Eminem, an award-winning rapper, who had some major controversy concerning his choice of lyrics. During the course of the interview, Eminem publicly comes out as gay on the Skylark show. At first, the broadcast team couldn't believe their eyes that a very popular artist had come out gay on their live show. They needed to clarify what he said, and Eminem once again confirms he's homophobic and he likes men. The whole crew are super happy because this is the first time he has come out gay, and it's on their show. After the show, Aaron, the producer and Skylark's best friend, goes over to hug him. He couldn't hide his joy because they had just witnessed greatness on their show. Dave then decides to take him outside for a surprise party. Skylark and his crew celebrate Aaron's 1,000th episode and 10 years in the show. While the party was going on, Aaron came across his old classmate, who is now a senior producer at 60 Minutes talk show. The man criticizes Aaron's show, saying it just talked about cool stuff and not real news and serious life matters like his. This left Aaron pissed and thinking. The next day on the show, Dave interviews Lowe, who reveals that he is bald. Just as they were discussing the severity of his baldness, their show is being interrupted by a breaking news regarding the recent activities of North Korea's dictator, Kim Jong-un. Later, Dave goes over to meet Aaron. He notices that Aaron's vibe is a little off. Aaron then opens up to him. He tells Dave that they have millions of viewers, everyone, but yet they just throw irrelevant information at them. He needs to do something positive by having activists and politicians on their show. He urges a change, and Dave agrees to it. The next morning, Dave rushed out to show him a news carrying that Kim Jong-un is a fan of their show. Although Aaron sees this as impossible, Dave promises to interview the most rebellious leader on Earth, as it could mean a stepping stone in the pursuit of a real show. Aaron realizes that he could drop a message to ask for an interview. They are hyped because they get a chance to interview the world's most dangerous and famous man. So Aaron goes out to leave a message. While boarding a taxi home, he receives a call from an unknown number. They called in regards to his request for an interview. The caller is being introduced as Suk Yin Park, the Secretary of Communications to North Korea. He discusses the possibility of an interview with Kim Jong-un, and then asks that Aaron meet up at a given location in China. The next day, Aaron leaves for China. He arrives at the given location, which is in the middle of nowhere. A few minutes later, the secretary, Suk-yin Park, arrives with some soldiers. She tells Aaron that the supreme leader will grant him an hour interview inside North Korea with only 24 hours to decide. Aaron has to leave China and come back with an answer. Aaron goes home to tell the whole crew. He gives them the contract of the interview, saying North Korea are to set up the interview questions and not them. Dave doesn't see this as an obstacle. Instead, he feels if they do this, they would stand a chance to interview any president in the world. Dave goes on to broadcast to the world that he still be conducting the first global interview with Kim Jong-un. After this broadcast, it became the talk of the town that Skylark would be interviewing the most feared dictator. Seeing that Aaron has become really worried based on the interview, Dave proceeds to calm him down by giving him some pills to take away his mind from it. They go on to party and have wild fun. After a crazy hangover, the next morning, they receive visitors from the CIA, Agent Lizzy and her partner. She had Cine to discuss the issue of the North Korean dictator who is now capable of nuking the whole West Coast. She talks about how he is willing to even kill his people to achieve his aim. During this discussion, Dave is fixated on her breasts as he admires her seductively. Agent Lizzy drops the bomb by saying they should take the evil dictator out since they would be having a one-on-one interview with him. Aaron is at first confused by the statement because how would they even assassinate the leader of North Korea? Lacey tells them that they are aware of a small faction amongst their existing leadership because they all want him gone. The people are scared and won't act alone, so the CIA wants Dave and Aaron to go in there, kill Kim, and embolden his people to revolt. At the CIA headquarters, they begin to plan the mission with Aaron and Dave. They are to fly to North Korea with a commercial airline, where they would meet Kim Jong-un, shake his hands, administering a fatal dose of poison with a transdermal time-delayed ricin strip. When they shake his hands, the poison will be absorbed into his skin, where it metabolizes for 12 hours. It's to be a clean job, as the United States will maintain total deniability. But Dave is disappointed because he had pictured a major television event where he blows Kim's head on live TV. They proceed to show the duo how to handle the ricin strip. It is to be treated with extreme caution. Any momentary flesh contact with the exposed strip is fatal. She teaches them how to apply the strip on their palms as they carry out practical demonstrations, with Dave failing woefully. They give them a bag that would conceal the poison and a watch that contains so many tactical functions. She warns them that they are entering the most dangerous and unpredictable country on Earth, saying Kim is a master manipulator. He has convinced his people to believe that he's a god. On the day they are meant to leave for Pyongyang in North Korea, Aaron notices that Dave has brought in some fashion bag, other than the bag the CIA had given them. The duo arrives in North Korea, where they are given a grand welcome by Sukyeon Park. On their way to meet Kim, Suk clears the common misconception that North Koreans are starving. She shows Dave their beautiful grocery stores and fat children who are eating healthy. When they get to the palace, they are introduced to Kim's personal security officers, Yo and Koo, who are to search them one last time before they go meet the supreme leader. The security becomes suspicious as he searches their bag. He finds the strip, but they lie it is chewing gum and nothing serious. Officer Yo casually eats the strip as he mistakes it for a gum. The duo are terrified that he actually ate the poison. They fear for his life as they are escorted to their room. After scanning the room for a recording device, they talk about the officer's death that would soon happen, but are comforted by the fact that he is Kim's personal triggerman and has probably killed a lot of people. They contact Agent Lacey, reporting what had happened. She tells them to sit tight so they can make another poison and then airdrop it to them. After they had successfully prepared the poison, the airbase launches it, as Aaron's watch will guide the package to his coordinates. He is told to wear his darkest clothes, go outside where he won't be seen, and then collect the package. Aaron tries to crawl to where the package will be deployed, but then he comes across a tiger. Dave tells him to fight the tiger, but Lacey tries to make him stay still. With all the tension going around, Aaron proceeds to make a run for it. The tiger chases after him, but luckily the package hits the tiger and it dies. Aaron is told to secure the package as some security personnel are coming his way. He is told he has to stick the package up his ass. Dave tries to ease him, saying, the tiger's blood will serve as a lubricant. With no other option, Aaron sticks the package into his butt. The security arrests him, and they bring him back to the palace, where he is searched and stripped naked. They let him be when they couldn't find anything on him. Aaron proceeds to bring out the package, where he is given 2 doses in case something else happens. Just then, Dave Skylark is met by Kim Jong-un. He gifts him a bust of himself, saying he is a big fan of his show. Kim offers to give him a tour of his house. He takes Dave to his car selection, where he shows him his personal tank. He becomes really comfortable with Kim, as Kim has opened up to him about his personal life and how he wants to unwind back to when he didn't worry about anything. They listen to Katy Perry as they played with the army tank. Meanwhile, Suk shows Aaron the control room. She is to be in charge of the transmission and would cut the signal if any parameters violated. On the other hand, Kim plays basketball with Skylark Dave. Dave had begun to grow a personal relationship with Kim. He talks about how people perceive him to be evil because he tries to protect his people. Dave then realizes that Kim isn't all that bad, and in fact, he is a great guy. They go on to party with Korean chicks as they have massive fun. After the outing, Dave tells Aaron that his time with Kim is one best days of his life, saying it was amazing and Kim is a great guy. He proceeds to tell him that he has been thinking about the mission and doesn't think it seems right to kill Kim. Aaron tries to make him realize that Kim is a master manipulator and that he shouldn't be carried away. But Dave feels America is wrong, as he has spent real time with Kim to realize that he has been portrayed wrong by the media. Just as they are arguing, Officer Yo and Koo come in to invite them to a banquet. During the ceremony, Officer Yo reacts to the poison and then slumps. He accidentally shoots his co-officer Koo before he finally dies. Kim and his cabinets cry deeply as they mourn the death of the bodyguards. The next morning, Aaron tries to let Dave know that the bodyguards had to go and that it wasn't his fault, but a guilt-ridden Dave tells him that he is out and then destroys one of the ricin strips. Aaron is furious that Dave is being deceived by what Kim shows him, so he tries to take Kim out himself by attempting to shake him with the second strip. But Dave intervenes, stopping Aaron's attempt of poisoning Kim. Aaron is disappointed as he tries to remove the poison from his palm. Suk enters requesting to review the interview data. Meanwhile, at a dinner with Kim, Dave witnesses how Kim busts out in anger. As he angrily threatens those who undermine him and questions the totality of his strength, he promises to burn the world to prove how powerful he is. On the other hand, Aaron and Suk get into a heated moment as they make out with no hands. Aaron couldn't touch her because the poison was still laced in his palm. Dave goes on to find out that the grocery store, including the fruits and everything Kim said, was fake. He screams out in anger because he has been lied to. Suk confesses that she feels bad because she is a propagandist to a totalitarian dictator. She lets Aaron know that Kim is cruel, and she isn't in support of his ways. She apologizes for supporting Kim. Just then, Dave walks in as Suk hides. He is furious that he has been fooled, and tells Aaron that they need to proceed with the mission, which entails ending Kim. Suk jumps out of her hiding place. She lets Dave know that she is on their side, and sees Kim as a terrible person. However, she suggests that they don't kill him, but interview him, so his people would see that he is not a god and realize that he is a bad leader. The trio then plan to expose him on live TV, where they would make him emotional, revealing his weakness. During the globally televised interview, Dave starts with the scripted questions and then proceeds to address the internally sensitive topics, including not feeding his people well and spending all his money on nukes. The guards in the broadcast room try to cut the show, but Suk won't let them. They engage in a bloody fight, and Suk ends up killing them. Noticing that the interview had gone out of hand, Kim's soldiers rush to the broadcast room to cut the broadcast. Dave makes Kim emotional on set by asking about his father and singing his favorite Katy Perry song. This makes the whole world see how vulnerable Kim is, ruining his reputation as a god. Meanwhile, Suk is able to kill all of Kim's soldiers. She makes for her escape with Aaron following suit. With his ego bruised, Kim becomes furious and then shoots Dave on live TV. He vows revenge as he proceeds to launch the nukes. Luckily, Dave survives as he had put on a bulletproof vest. He ends the show as he regroups with Aaron and Suk. Together, they escape the palace. But then, they are being surrounded by Kim's army. Dave and his group take control of Kim's tank as they bravely fight off Kim's men. Kim, on the other hand, chases the group with his helicopter. He tries to give the order that the nuke be launched, but then he is shot down by Dave with the armored tank. The nuclear threat is brought to a halt with the death of the almighty Kim. Suk leads them out to a secret tunnel where they would escape from North Korea. She bids them farewell, saying she has to go back to her people to ensure that power doesn't get into the wrong hands. Aaron kisses her as they say their final goodbye. At the other end of the tunnel, an extraction SEAL team disguised as North Korean soldiers comes to rescue them as they are brought back to America. In the U.S., Dave writes a book about his adventure in North Korea, while Aaron continued his job as a producer, as he kept in contact with the love of his life, Suk, via Skype. The end.